chosen ones, empaths, and all the real ones. Dark circles under your eyes is not what you think it is. Okay? They attribute it to a variety of reasons: diet, sleep, all of that. Okay? It's actually to do with your eyes being awake in a world that's asleep. You've got a lot of downloads happening and insight, right, into the world in a world that's asleep. So you're carrying a very heavy burden. Also, you're all, or many of you, have high levels of empathy, unless there's any toxic individuals. But the authentic souls have high levels of empathy. So you feel the burden of the world and the struggle of the world, right? I know many of you might be, fixated on, it's not in a negative sense. Please don't take that in a condescending way. I mean, on relationships, dysfunctional relationships, stuff like that. But on a broader perspective, probably before you met these individuals and stuff like that, your mind was more open, right? And you were thinking about the struggle, and you didn't, in the world and things like that, right? So this has come to me, right? I want you to do your own research, okay? Everything I say, do your own research, right? Because, basically, I was watching a video and I got a download, and I saw someone with dark circles. I thought, there's something in there, you know. He seemed wise. I knew him from when I was younger. It was on a video. I didn't know him personally, but it was just a musician. And I looked at a few other kind of revolutionary or influential kind of figures that I followed when I was younger. And they all seem to have dark circles. So I think, oftentimes we talk about God marking you, or the chosen marked with light, right? There's, sometimes he's marking you with the struggle, and also you're going through a lot of change, right? Spiritual change. You're going through this change, this crafting, this molding of God through things which you yet understand is happening. Please like, share, and subscribe. So there is a I haven't come up with this theory, but there is, I can't find a lot on it, right? But I did think it, right? It was just from my own, just analyzing, and that's part of what you lot do as well. You analyze things, you sit there, you think. You're deep thinkers. So this is a strong sign that many of you that are deep thinkers have been marked, right? Obviously, science is going to come along and say, oh, the deep thinker stays up during the night and blah 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 and thinks a lot, so they stay up longer and all that, right? But like, I sleep quite a lot. Sometimes I take naps and stuff. I have dark circles, and when I was younger, I didn't have any friends, or even that I can think of, with dark circles. But many of these influential people in my life, musicians and other things, speakers and things, not speakers, but like mainly musicians from when I was younger, but I'm not really following that music now. They had these dark circles, right? And I know many of you are gonna say, but the narcissist has dark circles. I should have said this earlier, right? They have dark eyes. They have a, almost like, you can see the hidden agenda in their eyes. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about the eye, right? I'm talking about the circles, right? They have dark eyes, like evil eyes, right? And they look at you strangely because they're so disconnected with the inauthentic connections, right? So you see these shifts in their facial features and the way they look at you and stuff like that. But these dark circles, I believe, they're a mark. But don't take my word for it. Do your own research. If you're someone that's, doing things to your eyes and thinking, right, what's going on? I've got dark circles. This can be a mark, right? This can be a mark of your struggle, of your strength. A lot of people are, like I said, it's your eye is so awake. You're seeing the world to the best of your comprehension, a lot more awake than many other people. And you're still going through the evolution process of God changing you and molding you, and many of you are part of that change as we speak. Many of you are going through after effects of dysfunctional relationships and toxic friends and things like that. So you're going through a lot of struggle, and you're also waking up to the evil that exists. Okay, more and more and more and more. Even if you was very devoutly religious or spiritual, or even just a very good person, and you were sickened by the hatred in the world, right? You've been carrying a lot of burdens, right? You've been carrying a lot of burdens, and there's sayings out there like God or the universe gives his toughest battles to his toughest soldiers, things like that, right? This is, you're carrying, these are marks, I believe, right? And on a positive note, someone could look at you and say, oh, they look sleepy, or they look tired, but like, you're fully functionable, you're functioning better than them. I'm not saying you're the best in your job, or you're excelling in school, or you're doing, or you whatever, right? Or it doesn't have to be like that, but you're functioning, you're more aware, you're more switched on, and often you will drift off into realms of thought because you are more awake. You can comprehend to a greater degree, and with that, as a byproduct or as an effect, not a negative effect. It's not a negative effect. The pressure is on your eyes because it's the way you're seeing the world. We use this as examples. We say how you see the world. Things like this, and it's your eyes are not tired. They're awake, and they're carrying a huge burden. So I'd like you to do your own research. If you're someone with, dark circles, probably I don't know if there's anyone else who's covered this topic. I'm unaware, right? But do your own research in other ways that you can, if it's something that interests you. And maybe I'll do some research as well. Maybe I'll deliver some more information on this topic. It's just come to me now. Literally, before I recorded this video, I was sitting there, I saw the dark circles, I've done a light bit of research, and I've just touched base on this subject just to see, so I will try and follow it up regardless, because I think it's information that needs to be put out there. There's so much like superficiality about the surface level stuff. Oh, you've got dark circles. Oh, you appear in this way. Oh, you look tired. All this fucking nonsense. But there's actually a deeper root to it. And many of you are awake, right? Many of you are awake. Many of you feel an incredible burden in the world. You feel people's pain. It can also be you're absorbing energies, right? You're absorbing people's energy, their pain, all of this, you see. So this has, it's not a detrimental effect, but it has an effect. It's not a negative effect. It's just part of the process that happens from you being so conscious. Okay? So like I said, God can be putting you through evolutionary stages right now, or the universe, and you're in the midst of something that you don't yet fully understand. And I think that collectively all empaths and chosen ones and authentic souls are in the process of this change. Okay? Happens at different periods of time, but you'll be more advanced in your evolution stages the further and further along you go. So I hope no one's I nearly dropped the mic. I hope no one don't take it as an insecurity or feel like it's a flaw that you've got to make up for or something like that. Okay, take it as part of your struggle. It's a mark of part of your struggle, a mark of God perhaps, or the universe. And yes, I'll dig a bit deeper into this on another occasion. So anyway, thank you so much for listening today. I really appreciate the support. Please book a session if you'd like to. I'm now available 24 hours across all time zones. You can also request custom videos. All video requests are processed in 24 hours. You're welcome to donate or support to the channel if you'd like to. My podcast is now on Spotify. Check out the main channel for more content. All links you need are in the description box below. I'll be back on our video soon. Peace.